So we have the Ascended Masters Oracle card for today. And I'm very happy with this one. This is one of my favourites. I mean, what's not to like? Work your magic, Saint Germain. Beautiful. Look at this lovely, beautiful face. And it's got the ginger beard, very nice. And this all kind of beautiful shape here. Starry, magical, kind of, wow, yeah, geometric. Feels exciting. And I think this is about, we all have some special magic in us, and some of it may have got put in the store cupboard and maybe got locked up or forgotten about, or maybe some of it is actually still to be tapped, hasn't been quite unearthed. So I might just think about that a little bit. So working your magic and bringing it out into the open, and remembering you've got that hidden away there. It's also about our unique essence. So just bringing that into our practice today, our creativity, our special qualities, what makes us us. And having faith. I think that's also, working magic has a feeling of, having faith in the future and faith in a good outcome. We don't know that till the end. So it always ends well in the end, in the very, very end. So let's just bring that into our practice today. Welcome, everybody. Oh, actually, we're going to start seated. I'm sorry if I misguided you and said we're going to start standing. We're going to start seated. So let's start seated. And let's just arrive. Let's stretch up the body. So sitting nice and comfortably. Get a moment to just find that comfortable position. Sit on a cushion if you need to, and then stretch up. Push the hands up, breathing in to the whole body, in through the nostrils and breathing out through the nostrils as you push the hands up. Yeah, maybe this is the first time your shoulders have got some attention today. So give them your attention, give them your breath, give them your body, direction, intention, and attention. Yeah, one more breath in. And breathing out, lower the arms down slowly. Out breath, out breath, out breath to the ground. And let's just lift the shoulders up, breathing in and out through the mouth. So a bit more release again, breathing in. Squeeze the shoulders up and out through the mouth. And again, one more time, breathing in and out through the mouth. And let's just join up the energy. Right hand on left shoulder, sweep across the body to the right hip, sweep right off. Let's do 3 of them, very clear and determined. 3. And we're just taking the left hand now to the right shoulder. We're just kind of freeing up the body, releasing the tension. 2, 3, so that the magic can bubble up, all that wonderful energy. And then rubbing the knees a little bit. And let the hands rest on the knees. Close your eyes, sit nice and tall. Keep the shoulders down, away from the ears. Chest is lifted and open, open heart. Eyes softly closed. Take the focus inwards for a second. Take a deep breath in through your nostrils. We'll chant the mantra Om 3 times. And let's just see if we can raise our vibration. Let's get in touch with that magical, sparkling quality. Breathing in. See how your breath feels now. See how your body feels now. Feel your connection between your body and the ground. Take a moment. Okay. And then take the hands forward. Let's come into all fours. Plant the hands on the ground. Get the elbows nice and bendy, knees, space between the knees. And let's just get again, each side of the body kind of coordinated. So we're going to do these opposite movements, reaching up the right hand and the left leg. A nice long line from fingertip to toe or heel, whichever you prefer. I like this toe, I like this extension. Breathing out, bringing the hand down. Exchange the weight from the right to the left hand and left to the right foot. And down on the out breath. In breath, look forwards. Take that hand forwards, point the leg back and breathing out. So really try and make this very smooth. With the breath and out breath is softening, letting that change, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in. Take it right to the end of the in-breath and right to the end of the out-breath. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's do a few more of these. Really enjoying that body breath connection and starting to feel the energy move and be moved. Breathing in. One more each side. So let's make the last one with the left hand and the right leg. And down. Sit back into the heels. Extend the arms forwards, bring the forehead to the ground, or the back of the hands, whichever you prefer. And just feel the back ribs here as you breathe in. Expand your wings and breathe out through the mouth, release. Release, empty out all the air. Fill up, refill, brand new energy, breathing in through the nostrils and sigh out through the mouth. Spread the fingers wide. Get that good grip between the hands and the mat. On the inhale, lift yourself to all fours. On the exhale, take the hips forward, take the shoulders back and down. Chest is wide, look up to the ceiling. Inhale up. So moving and breathing. Breathe out fully. Inhale. Exhale fully. Take it through the end of the out breath or wherever your back wants to go to at the moment. Remembering just to make sure that we're not pushing or pulling. Not pushing or pulling too far in either direction. Feeling that kind of push me, pull me energy, kind of being not really sure where we're going, backwards and forwards, pulled this way and that. Then we're just going to just be with our breath, be in the center, breathing in and breathing out. Inhaling, taking that full capacity of air in, take the shoulders back, really make that open the front of the body. And exhaling, so inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhale. Completely empty, expand the front of the body. Inhale and sit down finally, back into the pose of the extended child or the pose of the swan. And relax for a moment, repose, breathing in, feel the lower back expand here in this position, very comfortable position. Breathing in, make sure you make this comfortable for yourself, widen the knees, put a cushion behind the knees, put your head on the hands if it's better for you, just rest, restore. And let's keep the hands where they are. We're going to come up into a downward dog. So let's come up again onto all fours, but the hands a bit further forward, so not in the tabletop. Tuck the toes under, breathing in, breathing out, lift the knees off the ground. And let's just bend the knees to begin here. So we really want to focus on this length from the fingertips here, right up the body to the base of the spine. So we have to have the knees bent. It means we haven't got to have too much emphasis on the backs of the thighs. And you have the heels lifted. Knees bent, so we're really focusing on the length from the fingertips, pressing the hands into the ground, spreading the fingers wide, especially the base of the first finger and the thumb. We're pressing that area into the ground, making the waist really long between the ribs and the hips as well. So keep the tummy tucked in as if the abdominals are flying upwards. Good. Breathe. Now let's start to get the backs of the legs, the hamstrings a bit more activated by walking the dog, still looking back at the feet.
Walking the dog there, keeping the body long, keeping the spine as long as you can. One heel coming down as you bend the opposite knee. Let's come back down onto the knees, sit back into the heels, take a little rest there. And sweep the arms back into the pose of the child. Let's release this mouth and jaw, which may have gathered a little bit of tension during the day, very likely. Breathing in through the nostrils. Yeah, do that nice horsey mouth breath out, breathing in. Yeah, let it go, the mouth, lips, tongue, cheeks. One more. How's that feel? Again, slide the hands forwards. Look at the hands, spread the fingers wide, breathing in. Come up to all fours, tuck the toes under, lift the knees off the ground, breathing out. And let's see how this is now. How was your downward dog? Second time. That repetition, sometimes it feels like, yeah, my body's a bit more ready for this. So you're breathing into the chest, keeping the abdominals tucked in. Let's take a tiny side step with the left foot. Plant that down, so it's coming closer to the right. And then you're going to plant that down and lift the right leg high into the air. Point the toe, push back through the hands. Make a lovely long line from the fingertip to the toes. Lovely long line. And then we'll lower that leg down. Kind of bring it right close up to the left foot and switch over the weight. Lifting the left leg up, point that, pushing back through the hands. Don't forget to keep pushing back from fingertip to the left toe. We're making a lovely long line, as long as possible. And then bring that left foot down. Let's do one more each side. You can always have a rest in between if you're finding it's too much. But really push back, exchange weight, lifting the right leg, point the toe. Really opening the front of the right hip as well here. Lovely movement. Lower the right foot down. Change the weight over. Lift the left leg up. Point the toe. This is getting the body a bit warmer as well. And lower that leg down. So lots of pointing. And then walk the feet towards the hands. So coming back up. And coming into a ragdoll. Remember, you can always rest your elbows on your knees if that feels too much, letting the weight fall forwards. Knees are bent. Legs are working, feet on the ground, arms are hanging or holding the elbows, and head and neck is totally relaxed. Breathe in through the nostrils. Sigh. Audibly out through the mouth. Make some sound. Yeah. Enjoy the sound of your body. Good. And let's start to awaken the body. Let's start to bring some magical energy into the body. So we lift from the base, leave the rest of it heavy. So we're letting that slowly as we can. Keep the knees bent. As slowly as you can, keep breathing in and out. We're going to do this super slow. Keep breathing in and out and slowly uncurl. Breathing in and out, feeling that energy rising up. Length in the spine. Coming up, lift the shoulders, let them relax down, lift the neck, lift the head, feet sinking into the ground. How does that feel? Brand new body. Let's bring the sides of the feet together. Let's breathe in, lift the arms up, bring the hands together, interlink the fingers. Breathe in, stretch up. So lots of extending and expanding beyond where we think we can. Hold the breath in and then breathing out, slowly lower down the heels, bring the hands slowly down to the sides on that long, slow out breath. Breathing in all the way up. Extend the arms up, squeeze the legs together, lift the heels off the ground, squeeze the arms together, hold your breath in. Breathing out, slowly lower the arms down, slowly, breathing out, lowering down until they're down by the sides. One more of these. Breathing in all the way up. Lift the heels high, hold the breath in, squeeze the legs together, squeeze the arms together, lift the arms up, getting yourself really long, hold, build up the battery, build up the magic energy, and breathing out. Soften. Let all that energy disperse through the body. And just see how that feels. A bit of sparkling energy coming through. Good. So let's get the body a bit more warm. So we're going to bring the hands to the hips, bring the heels to the backside. shining ourselves up a little bit. Movement, just a little bit of movement, and everything starts to move, to feel moved, to energize, to brighten. And I'm going to lift the knees high, lift them nice and high, quite quickly. Breathe all the time, breathing in and out through the nostrils. Keep the chest open, keep everything lively, open here in the body. And then out to the sides of the legs. Bit of balance coming in. Standing tall still, nice and tall and long. Back of the neck is long. Breathing in and out through the nostrils to keep the energy mobilized, movement. Yeah. And then we're going to lift the knee up and out to the side. Lift the knee up and out to the side. So we're opening the hips. Breathe. Give it fuel. Give the body its fuel, the movement, the flow. Inhale, exhale. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Let's just see again a bit more with this hip. So we're just going to give that a little bit of a swing there. So we'll start off with the right foot off the ground. And we're just going to flex the ankle first of all, pointing the toe and then pushing the heel down, just to give it a bit of mobilization. And then I'm going to let that knee have a bit of energy, just relaxing the lower part of the leg completely. Hold on to some furniture if you're finding this difficult, but otherwise it's really good to practice some balance, and then let the whole leg swing. Sometimes if you've got a block or a book, you could stand on a block or a book with the left foot, so you can pop that underneath the left foot if you want to. This is great for naturally lengthening the psoas muscle. And you can even bring it in front and behind if you want to give your balance a little bit more of a challenge. Bring that in front and behind, and also opening the hip up even more. Good. And bringing that to stillness. Give the legs a little shake. And now, and like I said, if you want to stand on something, you can always stand on a big handy book if you want to with the right foot. And let the other leg really swing through space. So it's just something you can do if you want to. Otherwise, standing on the right foot now, hands on the hips, standing nice and tall, and we're going to just point the left toe and then push the heel. So I'm just going to mobilize that left ankle now. Nice and easy. Oh, it's such a nice feeling to give the leg a little stretch. And then we're just going to give the knee a bit of attention. Movement for these joints is so important, particularly in the colder weather. Now we're waking up a little bit. It's like, oh, what happened? Spring. Yeah, spring can be a challenge. And then we'll let the whole leg getting active again, getting the whole leg swinging, that waking up energy. Breathe all the time. Hold on to some furniture if you need to. And then if you want to, let's just bring that in front and behind. If you want to just give your balance an extra bit of challenge. And also your focus of attention. You have to focus a little bit more fully and making sure you're not gripping with the right foot and toes. Good. And slowly come to standing. Give the legs a little shake. Let's give the shoulders a shake as well, so it looks like this. Make some sound. Ah, yeah. Hands in front and behind. Wake up. It's definitely waking up the magic. And there's magic everywhere. The fact that spring does come eventually is kind of magical. Okay. Shake out the hands. Shake out the feet. Let's just loosen everything up. We're going to come into some warriors. So let's start with warrior one. Let's do the warriors in order actually. So we're going to, just for fun, we stand at the back of the mat, feet in a little V shape, space between the heels, weight onto the left foot, big step forward with the right. Big step, get the hips facing the front of the mat there. So right hip back, left hip forward, pushing into that back heel. Breathing in, lift the arms up above the head, space between the hands are facing each other. And breathing out, bending into the right knee. As the right knee comes forward, you're pushing into the left heel. So we've got this lovely kind of bow and arrow feeling, which is very kind of appropriate for the warrior, that kind of poise, that readiness to act, that held. It's also steady, stable, focused. You can look up, if you want to change your focus, look up at the space between the hands. This kind of even more opens the chest up there, opens the heart. Good. Breathe. Now breathing in, lift up, lengthen. Breathing out, lower the arms down. We're going to come into a forward bend over this leg. So you can take the hands to the hips, or you can make yourself really long breathing in. As you breathe out, coming down over that leg, soften the knee slightly. It's not bending, but it's not locking it. Just so you keep the leg really active. Coming down to the ground, making sure you make contact with the ground, and looking at the big toe there. Keeping the focus looking there, and then lengthening the right leg. Let's get this right leg really long. Push the big toe into the ground and lifting the right sitting bone or hip into the air. And the body's coming down, lower towards the leg. Breathe. Good. Breathe. And then let's free that up by bending the knee and walk the hands up the leg. Bend into the right knee and spring back to the back of the mat. Weight on the right foot, step forward with the left, big step forward. Get the right hip forward, left hip back. Also think about the position of your pelvis. So pointing the tailbone down, strong belly. Here we are. Breathing in, lift the arms up, palms face each other. Keep the shoulders down slightly though. And bending into the left knee. As the left knee comes forward, don't forget the bow and arrow. The right heel pushes back. So you've got this very much this dynamic pose. Look up at the space between the hands, see how it feels. And you can stay there with your eyes or just look directly forwards if you want to. Keep the arms up by the ears or behind the ears even. If you can see them in your vision, that's where you're trying to work them towards the ceiling, but also back slightly. And this helps to keep the weight back into the right foot rather than leaning forwards, which is what will happen there. Think about the position of your hips, a strong belly, strong right buttock. Breathe, strong, full breath. Get yourself really fingertips reaching towards the ceiling on the inhale, sinking the hips down on the exhale. Use the inhale to come up, lengthen up, straighten the right leg, left leg. Exhale, lower the arms down. See how that feels. And either the hands on the hips or extended. Inhale, exhaling, coming down over this front leg, soften the left knee, and bring the hands or fingertips to the ground. And let's see if we can lengthen. So pushing the big toe into the ground, and the left hip reaches up away, up to the ceiling. Good. And the body's coming down towards the leg here. But without forcing or pushing, if we can do that, how can we change that habit of a lifetime into just focusing on the breath, having a direction, and moving slowly towards that. You know, the goal, that's not the end point, that's not what we're looking for. It gives us a navigation point. A point to focus our mind, our breath. Good. So bend the knee and start to walk the hands up the leg. Bend into the left knee and spring back to the back of the mat. Give the legs a little shake, give the shoulders a little shake, make the sound. Shake off any worries, any kind of resistances there. So now we're going to come into Warrior 2. So we're going to start really wide. Slightly differently. We're going to step into this one just for a change, just for something different. And we're going to point the right foot out to the right. And just take a slight change with the angle of the back foot, the left foot. Get the hips level. So this might feel different to usually stepping into the position. Breathe in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, expand the chest. Breathing out, bending into that right knee. It's going in line with the toes, directly to the front of the mat. And you're pushing into that back heel. So we've got this strong dynamic, strong thighs, Breathe. Strong warrior. Looking down the right arm, shoulders down. Lovely long, this is like an arrow here, from fingertip to fingertip, across the chest. Keep lifting the chest. Keep the strong belly. Point the tailbone down. Everything is super engaged. And that is warrior two, Virabhadrasana two. Very steady, centered. You can have a feeling of like, push me, pull you here. This kind of like arms going back and forth. Just try that for a moment and make sure that you're in the middle there and not leaning forwards. Less likely you'll be leaning back. Tendency is to go forward. So we sit in the middle, the center, steady, stable. Use the inhale to come up. Exhale, lower the arms down. And we're going to swivel the feet for a change. So going to swivel the feet. So left foot is pointing out to the left end of the mat. Right foot is slightly pointing forward, so not at a right angle. Get the hips level to each other and facing long edge of the mat. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, expand the chest. Breathing out, bending into the left knee. So this is a warrior two, Virabhadrasana two. Checking that knee is moving towards the left. You can see the big toe on the inside of that knee when you look down there. If it's obscured, it means your knee is falling in. Open here in the hips. Dynamic legs, dynamic arms, lifted open heart. It's like the heart is wide as the fingers are extending away from each other, looking down the left hand, keeping that hips going downwards, keeping that weight in the back hand. Feel that push me, pull you. So extending forwards, extending backwards, finding that center point. Yeah, shoulders down away from the ears. Good. Use the inhale to come up to standing. Exhale, lower the arms down. And let's just point both feet forwards. Let's have a little bit of a... And you can bring them a bit closer together if it feels a bit wide for you. Otherwise, let's just come into forward bend with the arms as well. So interlink the fingers behind your back. Lift the chest, breathing in. Breathing out, chest is coming forwards. Chin is coming forwards. Let the hands rest on your back to begin. And come into that forward bend. Head is coming down towards the floor. And then let the arms come over the head. Let the weight of the arms do the work here. Breathe. So feel the space being created in the front of the shoulders. Breathe into the front of the shoulders and into the back of the shoulders and between the shoulder blades, squeezing together, creating space across the chest. Breathe. Head coming down to the ground. Just to remind your neck to relax, just turning the head here as if you're saying no, slowly. And then bring the hands to the center of the back and just draw a circle with the fingers still entwined. Draw a circle, big circle on your back. Just enjoy that feeling. And then we'll go in the opposite direction. And we'll come up slowly and softly with a curved back. So bend the knees and we'll just come up slowly and softly to standing. Good. And just keep that circling. And then maybe we'll take the backs of the hands and pummel the lower back. And take a deep breath in and sigh out through the mouth. Yeah, how good that feels. Then take the knuckles onto the lower back and let's get that energy rising up. Let's get the magic bubbling up, sparkling up through the body. Beautiful. Let's bring the feet together now. Creep them together or jump them together. Let's give a nice little shake. And I haven't forgotten, we've got another warrior coming. So balance is warrior three. But before we come into that, I just want to do a little moment here just to gather ourselves and just to find that kind of balance in our feet. So really focusing on the feet here as we'll do the breath here as well. So feet to hips width apart, parallel. Look at the toes, lift them up, place them down. Lift the heels, place them down. See how smoothly you can do that. Then the inhale, lifting the arms up, lifting the heels off the ground, bring the hands together above the head, and exhaling. The hands are coming down to the sides and the heels coming down. We'll just do, say, 3 of these. Inhaling all the way up.
The inhale lifts and elevates you. You're lifting up, you're lifting the heels as high as possible, then is slowly coming down. So getting the feet activated, slowly breathing out, hands coming down to the sides. One more, breathing in all the way up. Open wide to receive. And breathing out, lowering down to the ground, returning to the earth. Okay. So a bit more balance in the feet. More awareness in the feet, important for balancing. I'm going to come into warrior. So if you're not warm yet, you'll be warm now. I guarantee. So putting the weight onto that left foot and standing. So I have my knee bent to begin. Try and keep the hips level here. That hip will want to come up here, but try and keep them level to each other. Start to lift the back leg, point the toe or push the heel, as long as it's extended. And then to counterbalance that, we take the weight forwards in the body. So you're pivoting, the pivotal point is the hip. I'm going to balance there myself. Try not to grip the ground with the toes. Extend the arms forwards. Bring the hands together, or you can have the hands apart, whichever you prefer. And think the fingers is very nice, pointing with the first finger, with the index finger. And keeping the neck nice in line with the spine by looking down at the ground there. Watching those toes, not gripping, breathe. Make this a very strong line from the fingers, the pointing finger or the fingers or the hands to the toe. Breathe. And come out of that posture for a moment. Bring the leg down slowly. Give the legs a good shake. Yeah, breathe. In through nostrils, out through the mouth. Let's change to the other side now. So bring the weight onto the right foot. Bendy knee, so get that weight going into the ground. Spread the toes, feel the ground, lift the back toe, the left toe off the ground, point the toe. So once you get this lengthening, we've already done this lengthening with the dog we did earlier, lifting the leg, front of that hip, and then take the body forward, strong and long in the body, extend. Good, breathe. See if you can lift the leg higher and see if you dare to just lean forwards a little more. Breathe. And you can always use furniture, walls, if you want to play around with that just to see how that feels. Breathe deeply in and out through the nostrils. Gently come out of the posture, slowly lower the leg down. Feet on the ground, give the legs a little bit of a wobble. Give the shoulders a shimmy. Breathing in. Yeah, shaking the body, really good for the body, shaking off fear and worry, and also allowing that energy to sort of jiggle up and to rearrange itself a little bit. So all the warriors, so now it's time for a gratitude moment. So a little bit similar to what we just did with the arms coming up and down, it's slightly different. So just check your feet, hips width apart, parallel. Bring the hands together, pressing the palms together, shoulders down, open the chest, soft knees. Breathing in. To the nostrils, breathing out, pointing the fingers down to the ground. Inhaling. Lifting up, looking up, watching and waiting for the hands to meet. And they meet and then they return to and through the heart before the fingers point down again. So the main aim with this is to keep it smooth and steady. Keep feeling your connection between your feet and the ground. Keep your knees soft so everything is very engaged, light. Everything is being considered. Everything is part of this integration. Extending the fingers up, bringing the hands together, exhaling from that point, exhaling, exhaling, exhaling through the heart, exhaling to the ground. Inhale, this beautiful big circle, gathering up this energy and we're drawing it down into and through the body, through all the little energy centers, through that central system, through the heart, down, through the belly, through the base, down to the ground. And let's bring in our moment of appreciation and gratitude. What do we notice? And maybe this kind of sense of our own personal power, magic, essence. Yeah, what is magic anyway? What is that? What does it mean? Wonder. Wonder. And the oracle card, Work Your Magic. The ascended master on that card is Saint Germain, and he was known as the Wonder Man of Europe, creating magic, but also for he was known for his integrity and honesty. So we bring that into this. Wonder. What makes you wonder? What fills you with wonder? Reconnecting with that essential magic. One more. Allowing all of that in, reaching up. Remembering, reminding, knowing your own essence, bringing that down to the heart and letting the hands just rest this last time, making that physical connection, feeling the thumbs just making connection, the thumb tips maybe even with the heart center. Close your eyes, feel your connection with the earth, the soles of the feet, soft knees. Lift the chest, open the heart, breathe. Breathing in and out through the nostrils, gently and smoothly and evenly. And checking in with your magical heart. How does it feel? How does the energy feel in that space? Is it sparkling energy? Is it golden magic? Is it flowers? Is it rocks? Is it emptiness? Whatever is there, just allowing and accepting that essence. Breathing in and breathing out, release the hands, enjoy that. And we're going to move with this now with our half sun salute. So, hands together, breathing in, breathing out, pointing down, breathing in, the arms lift up, come together, hands come down, knees bend, fingertips touch the ground. So strong belly, back, legs, buttocks, everything is strong. Fingertips touch the ground, looking at the ground with the eyes. Inhale, the hands come to the knees or below the knees, looking forwards, opening the chest, strong back, legs, arms all straight. Breathing out, straight legs, forward bend, bend the knees a lot. Breathing in, push up, use the power of the legs. And exhaling, lower the arms down. Inhale. Exhale, knees bend, fingertips touch the ground. Breathing in, look forwards, chest forward, shoulders back. Breathing out, forward bend, straight legs, arms back, bend the knees. Breathing in. Inhale, feel that inspiration, that refilling, re-energizing. New energy. Is the energy moving in your body? Breathing in. Heart power, breathing out. Earth power, bend the knees, breathing in. Skies, breathing out. Inhale. Let's do a couple more of these. Exhale, knees bend, fingertips touch the ground, looking at the ground. Inhale. Open the chest, breathing out. Feel the ground, bend the knees, breathing in all the way up. Reach up to the skies, breathing out. Release, return to the beginning. One more, breathing in all the way up. Breathing out, hands coming down, fingertips, knees bend. Breathing in and breathing out. Bend the knees a lot. Breathing in, push up through the body. Inhale, exhale, bring the hands down. Hands back to the heart center. Close your eyes for a second again. Just check in. How does that feel? After that movement, after that breath, where is the energy in your body? How does it feel? Where is it moving? Where is it stifled? Where is it blocked? Where is there space? Notice. Feel your connection with your feet in the ground. Steady and stable. And relax the hands down. We're going to come down to the ground now. So, feet hips width apart, parallel. Let's do a slow squat. Breathing in, lift the arms forward, shoulders back. Breathing out, bending the knees, take the bottom back as if you are going to sit into a comfortable chair. Imagine that lovely comfy chair you're reaching for, and you're reaching forwards with the fingers here. So slowly as you can, slowly come down. Make sure you catch yourself before you reach the ground. Staying the legs in front, bounce the knees up and down. Feel the ground here.
let's just bring the legs together, toes towards the ceiling. Some of you might need to sit on a cushion here if you find it difficult to keep the legs straight and seated. Let's bring the hands for Dandasana, for the rod, either side of the body, so not leaning back and also not leaning forwards. So the arms are in line with the body, you can see. Really pressing the hands into the ground. So the hands press down and the chest lifts up. And you should feel the abdominals engaging quite strongly, looking at your big toes there, which are pointing towards the sky. So this also keeps the back of the neck nice and long. Feeling the crown lifting up, chest lifting, strong belly here. Breathe. Yeah, it's a strong posture. It doesn't look very strong from the outside, but you really feel this engagement and it feels very focused, very strong. The rod, and then relax, soften. Nice feeling of softening. Now we're going to come into a head to knee position. So bend the right knee, draw that foot close in and letting the knee fall out to the side. If you need to, if the knee is floating in space, then put some cushions underneath or blankets so that you can relax it down. Now I want to just lift up onto your fingertips there so you can sit more comfortably. And the right foot is on the inside, left thigh there. Okay, so we're going to take the right hand on the outside of the left knee, take the left hand behind you, breathe, and making sure that you've got contact. Try and get contact with the forearm, the inside of the forearm with the back here. It really helps. Breathing in and breathing out, taking that twist around to the left, taking the body around, taking the left shoulder back behind you, following with your eyes. Compress a little bit against the outside of that left knee. Keeping the shoulders down, keeping the back of the neck long. As soon as you lift the back of the neck and keep the chin tucked in, you'll feel that. Feel the back lengthening, you feel the abdominals have to work to support that. Breathe. Every inhale, see if you can get a little bit taller through your spine. Every exhale, see if there's a bit more space for you to move into. One more breath in. And untwist back to the front, just unravel, see how that feels. Good. Now we're going to come into a forward bend here. So breathing in, extend the arms up, look up at the ceiling, look up at the backs of the hands, and breathing out, taking the hands forward, taking the chest forwards, letting the hands land there. Or onto the legs, whichever you feels better for you. And in fact, let's just take a little breath in, let's sit a bit taller. And then we're breathing out, taking the chest forwards, lowering down. Good, breathe. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, come away a little bit every time you inhale, just to remind you to lengthen the spine and then take the whole body forwards rather than just bringing the heads forwards. Looking at the toes. Good. Give yourself time, give yourself a full out breath just to experience and feel that full extent. Now walk the hands back up the leg. Just notice how that feels. Lift that right knee, lift the left knee, hug the knees, let the face fall to the knees. Breathing into the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Yeah, just enjoy that feeling and then lift the head up again. Extend that right leg out, toe towards the ceiling. Draw that knee in so the foot's coming close to the body. Let the left knee fall out to the side. Again, pad that knee up if it needs it. This foot's going on the inside of the right thigh. Right hand comes behind, left hand on the outside of the right knee. And just get that arm in contact with the body if you can. Breathing in, lengthen. And this really, the length really comes generally from the sternum, from the heart here. You feel the body getting longer here, shoulders down. Breathing out, feel the belly coming around, the chest, the right shoulder. Looking around behind you, inhaling, lifting, keeping the chin tucked in, lifting and lengthening. It's very dynamic, the twist. Breathing in and breathing out. But the key to this is keeping that dynamic without kind of going into the force, the push, pull. Instead, we stay in the center and use that dynamic. to really feel that engagement and just that energy. Breathing in. One more through the nostrils and breathing out. Come back to the front. Let's see how this feels. Breathing in, extend up to the ceiling. Look at the back of the hands. Come forwards with the chest and the face is coming forwards. The hands are coming forwards. Let them land on the ground or on the leg, whichever you prefer. Making sure you come away a little bit again. Take the body away from the legs, breathe in, and then take the chest forwards again. Every inhale, lengthen. Fill the body with air, fill the belly with air. And the heart is wanting to reach the toes. Remember that connection, feel that connection. It's almost like the toes are coming towards the heart also. Breathe. And sometimes I've noticed with these postures where the key is to not, go for it, to push, is that as soon as you give up a little bit, like, which is, a bit of surrender, you go, okay, I'm just going to give up here. I'm just going to stay with my breath. You'll notice the body gives in, the body releases. And it's like, oh, yeah, that's what I was looking for. And it's there. And there's that space waiting for you. We do this in our physical practice, and this comes into our life, Giving up is seen as something quite negative. But if you look at it as surrender, just surrendering to whatever is. Coming back up, lift that left knee up, lifting the right knee up. That's advanced. Surrender is the advanced, not cartwheels and headstands and all of that stuff. Bring the head to the knee. Hug the knees. Just take a little sigh, breathing into the nostrils. Very good. And then we're going to let the knees go out to the side. Bring the soles of the feet together. Let's bring the heels close to the groin here, either holding the toes or holding the ankles, whichever you prefer. So don't worry too much about where your hips are, where your knees are to begin. We're going to try and sit up tall again. So really lots of lengthening and sitting up tall. So again, the focus here, lifting from that heart, lifting the chest, letting the shoulders sit down away from that, back of the neck long. So you get this dynamic of heart lifting, shoulders down, crown lifting. So all these points moving away from each other in space. And let's just hold the toes or the ankles. And then once you're sitting really tall, as if you're sitting against a wall, that's a good way of thinking of it, then start to allow those knees to come down to the sides with the breath. So just steady and slow and deepen your breath, breathing in and breathing out slowly through the nostrils. Dare to breathe out a little longer. Empty, empty. And then release again. Lift the knees up, hug the knees. Breathing in, breathing out. So we're going to come into a little cross-legged position for Brahmari breath. Let's raise the vibration with the Brahmari breath, the humming bee breath. So we're going to do this with motion and with movement. So we're going to rest the hands on the knees, breathing in, lift the chest, lengthen the body, lift the crown, in through the nostrils, and then the humming bee. As you lean forwards, go around to the right, going around to the left, and around in a circle, as if that humming bee was right in the middle of your head, and it's just circling over the body, around, doing a little orbit. Keep lengthen the body, keep the shoulders down. When you're coming to the end of that breath, come to center again. So all the time there's a feeling of lift and length all the time, keeping that strong integrity in the back. Breathing in the other direction now. Breathing out, leaning forwards, and then round to the left, back to the side. Close your eyes. And, 3, 2, 1. 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, Coming to the end of the breath, let yourself come to center. Close your eyes for a second. See how that feels. How does that resonate in your body? Breathe in through the nostrils and have a little sigh here. Out through the mouth. And let's just extend the legs out in front now. Bounce the knees up and down. Bring the legs together, toes towards the ceiling. We're going to slowly lower the body down. We're going to do a few things on the ground here. Extend the fingers towards the toes. Slowly, slowly. Yeah, you could afford to make a bit of effort here because you know at the end there's going to be a lovely lie down. So make this bit of effort. Make a bit more effort than usual. Keep breathing in and out the whole time. Lay the body down. Let the arms go down to the sides. Breathe in through the nostrils. Lovely long sigh, loud sigh. Ah, how nice that feels. Good. Enjoy. Let yourself even smile if you feel moved to. And let's just hug the knees now. Hug the knees. And let's have a rock side to side, side to side. Holding the knees and rocking side to side. Do quite a big rock if you want to. See if that's going to reach the parts of the back that really need a little bit of pressure, a little bit of massage from the ground. And then let's make a circle with the knees. And you can do this with or without the hands. So breathing in, the knees go away. Breathing out, draw the knees into the body. And draw as big a circle as you feel. Maybe experiment with that. Sometimes it's nice to just draw a very small circle, just to stay very small. And sometimes to make a very big circle, make that very expressive. Expressing yourself. This is definitely working your magic, is expressing yourself, sharing your magic, your bright, illuminated self. And we're going to go in the other direction. Yeah, close your eyes and just connect with that luminous kind of being that you are. And it might not feel so bright and shiny. Maybe it's a tiny little light. Maybe it's a tiny little candle flame inside. Or maybe it's a kind of bright, raging, shining diamond that you identify or can sense. Just closing the eyes and feeling that right now. Hug the knees, come to a stillness. Extend the arms up, extend the legs up, push the heels to the ceiling, extend the fingers to the ceiling. Yeah, just feel the whole back engage with the ground, including the back of the neck. And let's just point the toes. So we're going to flex the ankles and the wrists. So we're just moving them with their full range. Inhaling. As you point the toes, you bring the hands right over, and exhaling, pushing the heels away. So we're seeing the heels of the palms and the heels of the feet. Breathing in and out, then hug the knees. Good. Place the soles of the feet on the ground. Bring the feet close to the buttocks, hips width apart, feet parallel, palms flat down. And let's just move this back gently. Non-moving bridge. Chin tucked in tightly. Breathing in, lift the back off the ground, lift the hips. Breathing out, lower down. So you can move within your range, whatever that feels like. But the main thing is that you really do this coordinated with your breath. Breathing in, breathing out, roll that spine down. See if you can just roll it down. So you're kind of peeling it up, rolling it up and rolling it down. Inhaling, checking those thighs are staying level. So there's always lots and lots to focus on in our yoga practice, which is what we want. I want our mind to have very much a focus on what we're doing, to be present with our breath, with our body, in a way that it most likely isn't in our daily lives, in our work and our busyness. So we're really engaged. This is a great opportunity. When we practice this on the mat together, then this comes into our lives in many magical ways. Breathing in, let's see, we go a little higher. Breathing out, rolling down. You can also use your arms here if you want to make it more expansive, more expressive, breathing in and breathing out. So you're moving the arms in time with the breath, you're moving the back in time with the breath. So they're moving at slightly different rates because the arms have to go a lot further, bigger movement. Inhaling, exhaling, pushing into the feet, strong legs, keeping those thighs level, not letting them either come together or splay apart. So keeping that steady, stable feeling. Let's do one more, with or without the arms, whichever you prefer. Inhaling and exhaling, coming back down to earth. Letting the back settle there and just hug the knees to counter pose. Again, have another little rock. You can never have enough of this rock and roll. Yoga rock and roll here. Yeah, feels good. And then place the soles of the feet on the ground, slide the legs away, let the arms roll away from the body. Take a deep breath in through the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Let it all go. Take a moment just to feel your body. How does it feel? And let your eyes close. Cover yourself if you wish. We'll have a minute here on the ground. So cover yourself. Be comfortable. Take a few releasing breaths. Put any warmer things on if you need to. Releasing and giving yourself fully to a couple of minutes relaxation. Amazing what we can do in a minute or two when we give ourselves fully. You could just imagine you've been laying there for half an hour, and this is the bit where the bell goes and you suddenly really feel like you're relaxed. So just let yourself go. Let go, relax, release. Give yourself this reward for your efforts, for your practice today. Yeah. Notice how your face feels, your jaw, and your mouth, your lips and tongue, and the eyes behind the closed eyelids. Soften them. You may be feeling just a slight kind of very soft, imperceptible smile coming onto your face. All the frown lines, all the strain is just softening and falling away from your face. And the breath is coming in and out through the nostrils softly, softly, without any effort at all, just natural and easy, not needing anything. There's nothing to do here, but allow yourself to relax. Feel the ground beneath you holding you. Feel your body being breathed. The only thing to do is let go, sink into the earth. Witness and watch the unraveling and the softening and the relaxing. As your breath comes in and out through the nostrils, soft, soft, soft and easy. Breath coming in, breath going out. So break the spell for a moment. Try and stay in that little bit of magical spell if you can. Carry that through the rest of your day. And just gradually wake your body up, deepen your breath, stretch and move on the ground. Breathe more deeply. Wake the body up. Come back into the day. Breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Stretch, hug your knees, roll around. Make your way very slowly in whatever way feels most natural and easy to sitting, not standing. I'm going a bit far. Coming back up to seated. And just slowly allowing your eyes to open, taking in the space, the light of the day, the familiar objects, colours, textures around you, your body. Take a look at your body, feel your body, feel your heart. Maybe give that heart a little bit of a rub there. Yeah. Oh yeah, hello heart. Yeah. And then rub the palms together. We made a bit of connection with that heart. Let's give it a bit of fire, a bit of attention and a bit of energy. Well, now we've got a bit of heat going. I've got a good bit of heat there. Place that over the heart center. Close your eyes. And let's just go inwards for a moment to close our practice for today. Notice how your heart feels, space around the heart, and bring to mind your sankalpa, your intention, affirmation, loving thought. So say your sankalpa to yourself a few times here. Allow a smile to come to your face if that feels good. Yeah. Feel your power, feel your magic, feel that vibration. And just every now and again, just, touch your heart and just remember that little bit of bright, sparkling energy. It's there always. Namaste. Peace, peace, peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.